Hello, hello, hi, gigpreneur. What is going on? Welcome. Happy Wednesday. In hopes that you squeezed more out of your day than the day squeezed out of you. My name is Sean Azimi, and I help folks who want to create a side gig online and use social media to grow it. If that is you, drop the word me in the comments and I will get back with you after this live. What is going on? As you're joining me live, would love to know where you are tuning in from. I am from Southern California. So it is kind of getting kind of chilly out here. Yeah, it's a little chilly out here for sure. Foggy at night, really foggy at night. So what is happening, man? Today, Las Vegas, nice. I am so overdue for Vegas. I gotta come by. Um, I gotta come by Vegas. What is good? How's the weather? It's cold, huh? In Vegas too, probably. Probably windy, huh? As I remember. I don't remember. I think it was windy. That's how long it's been. And I'm only a few hours away. Yes, for sure. So today is a pretty, yeah, windy. Yeah, for sure. I remember December, January, it was windy. Um, but I miss Vegas. I almost moved actually to Vegas, and still in the books. Still, I may still go. Thank you for all the loves, likes. Hey, if you're not following me, I mean, come on, let's go. Follow me. I'll follow back for sure. We are live on all channels: Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, later on X, Threads, and LinkedIn. Oh, you did? Oh, I bet you guys did. Where was it at? Like at a hotel, or was it at a Where was it? Where was your fireworks? Oh, that's cool. We had some here too, but we couldn't see anything. It was so foggy. We could hear it, couldn't see it. It was really strange. First time ever that I had that experience. Um, so welcome. Oh, I got you. Resorts. Yeah, for sure. Okay, I figured that they would. Nah, that is cool. So Vegas, I'm gonna keep that in mind, Kimmy. So today is January 1st, 2025. And they everywhere you look at, they say such a special year. It's gonna be amazing. It's gonna be a special year. Well, let me share a couple things about why today is very special for me anyway. Um, Today marks my 6th year of going live, and it all started with Facebook. 6 years ago today, I remember exactly um, the lead up to it. I remember where I was. At the time, I was in Michigan, and I remember I was in the basement, and I had a desk and a small phone holder, and yeah, and I decided to go live. Thank you, Kimmy. I decided to go live because I stutter, and so I wanted to challenge myself for a whole year and go live, and so I did, and I did challenge myself. And in fact, instead of doing 365 lives, I actually ended up doing 369. And there was a couple days I did actually two. I also moved from Michigan to California. I drove. I was 4 days. I still went live. One of the nights that is never going to leave me is the first night that I was driving back from Michigan about 10:30 p.m. Eastern time. At the time, I was in Chicago, Illinois-ish, and got into an accident in the middle of nowhere, and that was quite an experience. I got to a hotel, and it wasn't a hotel. It was like stunk from outside. It was that bad. I got to that place and took a shower standing. Never slept. I stood up because I didn't feel comfortable at all, and I went live at 6 a.m. I never forget that. I have so at the end of 2019, I said, "Well, I'm done. I've done all the lives, and that's like 369 different subjects, all very unique and different ideas that I proposed." And everybody said, "Oh, these are so great. You should keep going. You should keep going. You should keep going." So here we are. Tonight marks my 6th year of going lives. In fact, tonight is number 2,212 live. Last night was 2211. How cool was that? How coincidental, right? So tonight marks my number 2,212. And I tell you what, I have had some some pretty awesome lives. I've had some not so good lives. I actually do not take any co-hosts, my man. I'm sorry. And I have been able to meet so many wonderful people and so many friends and customers and business partners and teammates and all this stuff. And the funny thing is, I've also had the pleasure of meeting a lot of people that hated my guts and blocked me 1,800 times and unblocked me and then reblocked me again. So I've had that too. I've had people who also haven't been a fan of me. But a couple of things I want to share with you is the reason why I'm like dedicating this life to, obviously my 6th year anniversary. Besides that, is that I never thought in a million years, 6 years ago, I would be doing lives 6 years down the road and not stopping. Right. Okay. I actually cut my own hair at home. So I don't know if that's good or bad. Do I suck? Is that bad? I thought I did pretty okay. So I never thought I would get to this point where I've done like over 2,200 lives. And especially with somebody who stutters. And when I started, I didn't talk from memory. I wrote everything down. I would read my notes. I stuttered. I sweated. I've fallen asleep 4 times in my own life. There was one time I completely forgot the story that I was sharing. In the middle of the story, I completely forgot. I literally had to stop and go look at my notes and come back. So there have been some seriously. There have been times where I remember one time we had no electricity and there was power outage and I had to walk down the street and there was no electricity for miles and I had to just do my live at dark. You could hear me, but you could barely see me, but I still went live. So there've been quite a few challenges and I've still gone live for 6 years. And one of the things I want to share with you is that you got to overcome that fear of yours. And I have a bunch of them. Believe me, I am no perfection. I am a work in progress all the time. But you got to work on something that really, really scares the heck out of you. Like going live for somebody who stutters, it's not that simple. There was a time I've shared my stuttering story, but there was a time between the age of 13 to 24 I couldn't I couldn't even speak one word. I would grasp for air, my chin would shake, so it was pretty bad, right? When I started, um, I was bad. Halfway through the year, I remember somebody reached out to me, had me connected with somebody else. They connected me with somebody else. They connected me with somebody else, and I ended up doing two podcasts. I'm stuttering. I ended up being on a radio show. I ended up doing a bunch of stuff just because I stepped out and decided to go live and just talk about things. Now, this is a unique night because normally I share, I love telling stories and drawing a feedback from that. And I also give you a lot of creative ideas around personal development. A lot of my ideas are unique. You probably don't hear them out there. In fact, you probably hear against them. But I'll share. I've shared some ideas where people have said, "Oh, that makes like total sense. Why, you know?" But that is me. So I am a little out there. But step out. This is the year that they say, you know what, it's going to be very special for a lot of folks, and I feel like that is related to you stepping out of your fear, out of your comfort zone. I'm talking to myself as well. In fact, the word that I've used for 2025, every year I pick a word for the year, and I kind of do my best to kind of aim at that word all the time. Like that would be my intention, right? Intention could be a word of the year. I actually had that maybe I think a couple years ago. But this year, um, every year I've picked a word that has been related to me. Okay. Every year I picked a word that's been related to me. Like last year I picked the word relentless, right? Relentless was my word for last year. And like intention, right? That's just, it's all about me. So this year, the good Lord nudged me, and I feel like this is like the perfect year for this word. And my word for the year 2025 is service. My intention is to be of service, really show up with a service mentality, right? And to serve other people. The good book says, hey, if you serve, if you give, you'll get, right? So that's my word for the year. If you have your word for the year, I'd love to drop your word for the year. Do you have a word for this year? Do you have a word that you pick that you kind of aim at and that becomes your focal point? If you do, drop it in the comments below. I want to let you know again. 2,212 lives in a row. Haven't missed one. All kinds of challenges. I've been hospitalized. I've been car accident, like I said. For about 4 months I did my lives in parking lots because I didn't have a place of my own to do. So the reason why I bring that up is because somebody needs to hear that. Somebody needs to play bigger. Somebody needs to show up no matter what. All the win stories that we love and we even tell other people about, the movies, the books, right? All those win stories is because they did something. It's because they did something that was uncomfortable for them. They all tell you the same thing. Oh, I was afraid of this. I was really uncomfortable doing it. I didn't know I could do it. I, right? And then they do it, and then you and I sit there in awe. And we're like, wow, yeah. You know, we don't have to sit back as an audience, watch others overcome their fears, their challenges. We don't have to watch other people get out of their comfort zones and go become extraordinary and do amazing things. We don't have to sit aside and watch that. We can get in the game. We can have other people watch us. I'm encouraging you to show up no matter what. Show up with an intention. I'm asking you to step out of your comfort zone. I'm asking you to do something really crazy, bold, and not something that would challenge you for a couple of days. I'm talking something that would you have to be consistent at. Imagine I said I'm going to go live for 1 year. That's 365 days. Well, that year was, right? 364 days, 5 days. I didn't know I'm going to be consistent, but what I did is like, okay, today I got to do a live. I never thought about the next day. I just did it that day. I was just concerned about that day, getting it done that day, and then I'll worry about the next day. So I'm asking you to do something that is going to really challenge you and make you have to be consistent. If you watched my live from last night, or you haven't, you may watch it. I don't do New Year resolutions because who keeps them anyway after like 2 weeks? Like 18th day of January, everybody's done with resolutions. They're like, when is Christmas again next year? You know, we all forget. So, oh, I love it. You appreciating this, huh? So, I'm asking you to get out of your comfort zone, face that fear, and just do something that's going to challenge you and just really, really challenge you and requires you to be consistent more than like 2 weeks, 3 weeks, right? And see how you can test yourself. Hey, 6 years ago, I just wanted to do it for 1 year, and here we are, 2,200 lives. You know, we're here. So I appreciate you guys. If you're not following me, follow me. I am on all channels: Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, X, Threads, LinkedIn, YouTube, everywhere. So, and I have heard that TikTok is going to get blocked and banned in the US on the 19th of January. But then I also heard some US companies going to buy TikTok. Then I heard TikTok CEO say, "Oh, heck no, I'm taking this to the Supreme Court." And then I heard President Trump talk. So, who knows? Who knows what's going to happen to TikTok? And I post stuff on TikTok that I use literally TikTok and CapCut's music. And I post it in TikTok and they mute me. So, I don't know. If you like my content, I recommend you follow me on other channels: Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, everywhere. Just follow me everywhere. I go with Side Gig Sean. If you feel like this is worthy of sharing, do what you got to do. Spread the love. Tag a couple people. Let's go. I wish you a very, very awesome, super duper 2025. May this year be a transition for you from darkness to light, from weakness to strength, from poverty to rich and wealth. And with you, Jules, hey. And with that, my name is Sean Azimi. I go with Side Gig Sean, and I help folks who want to create a side gig online and use social media to grow it. If that is you, drop the word "me" in the comments, and I will get back with you after this live. I am signing off until tomorrow when we do it all over again. Much love.